Are you a busy working mom struggling to balance family life and work? Has anybody told you that you're an empath? You're a great friend. You understand other people's feeling and you're caring, but at the same time, because you can feel other people's emotions, you tend to pick up their negative emotions. This often raises your own stress level. If that's you, you might be in the right place. What if there's a way to utilize natural essential oils to reduce your stress and anxiety level at work? My name is Dr. I'm a rheumatologist who practices integrative medicine in Hawaii. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of essential oils for our health. In Asia, when people are diagnosed with terminal conditions like a metastatic cancer, it's not rare for them to go into a forest and connect with nature. And somehow, some people heal. It's called shinrin-yoku in Japanese or forest bathing in English. People generally feel happier and less anxious when they connect with the forest. Japanese researchers conducted a study on the effect of forest bathing. They collected blood samples before and after spending 3 days in Hinoki Forest in Nagano, Japan, and compared them to the normal population. Surprisingly, NK cell activity and numbers increased significantly with forest bathing. NK cells are our main character in detecting and killing cancer cells in our body. Connecting with nature somehow boosts our immune system's ability to combat cancer. The levels of enzymes, including granulysin, porphyrin, and granzyme that NK cells use to kill cancer cells, all went up with forest bathing. There are so many different ways that nature provides for us, including the sounds of birds and comforting green color in our visual field that heals our mind. After the initial study, to isolate the effect of the forest aroma, they designed a subsequent study. They placed 12 medical students in a hotel. Rather than putting them through actual forest bathing, they used Hinoki essential oils in a humidifier for 3 days inside a hotel room. After the 3 days of essential oil treatment, their blood showed the same result, increased NK cell activity. Also, their urine showed a lower concentration of adrenaline, which is a fight or flight hormone in our body, suggesting a reduction in stress using this approach. How did it happen? In our previous talk on anti-inflammatory diet, we discussed that there are many health benefits coming from phytochemicals in plant pigmentations. Phyto here means plant in Greek. Phytoncide is a form of phytochemical that creates the aroma we smell in forest. Its original function is to protect plants from competing plants or other animals. As we saw in the Japanese study, Phytoncide, the aroma in the forest, had health benefits. It boosts immune function, the NK cell activity against cancer, and we can create a similar effect on our immune system using essential oil made from plants. How do we make essential oils, by the way? There are multiple different ways to create essential oils from plants. You can distill them, which involves steaming plants, or collect the essence using cold pressing. In these ways, you can get the concentrated essence of plants that contains phytoncide. How can you explain the effect of phytoncide on our immune system and lower stress hormones level in our body? Our olfactory nerve is a special one. Unlike other nerves, such as the ocular nerve for vision or auditory nerve for hearing, which requires specialized sophisticated receptors for light and sound waves, the olfactory nerve literally detects chemicals that touch the receptor. It is the most primitive form of sensation and it evolved with our brain through evolution. It has direct access to our limbic brain, which includes amygdala, the center of emotion, and the hippocampus, the center of memory formation. Have you ever jammed your foot so hard on furniture that you said a lot of cuss words in strong emotion? After the event, every time you walk past that furniture, you remember that traumatic event and don't go near it. Creating strong emotion against anything that threatens our life and building memory to avoid the same behavior, that's the function of our limbic brain. Many patients that I see have PTSD from military service. Anytime they smell gasoline or gunpowder, it triggers their PTSD. It triggers their fight or flight response, make their heart pump quicker, make them breathe quicker. Many suffer from bad nightmares, reliving the war in their dreams over and over. I got into essential oils to help them find a way to have more comfortable sleep. If we can elicit negative emotion using certain smell, like gasoline, can we also elicit positive emotion using smell? Yes, we can. Compared to drug trials, studies are very limited for studies of aromatherapy, but there are some good notable ones. I want to discuss what we have for the top 3 most commonly used essential oils. First, lavender was found to have an anxiolytic effect. It reduces anxiety as found in 2012 Thai study. Also, there was another study in 2016 where they studied 140 postpartum women. Lavender was found to reduce their stress level. Most studies reported no serious side effects. Next is orange. This is an interesting study. The study included a questionnaire from 200 patients waiting in a dental office. When lavender or orange oil was used for fragrance in the waiting room, patients reported less anxiety in the dental office waiting room. Next is frankincense. It is suggested to have anti-inflammatory properties. It was found to have positive effect against yeast and fungus in a 2007 study. How do we use essential oils? Essential oils have been around for many, many years. The Egyptians documented the use of tree oil in 2070 BC. That's more than 2,000 years ago. There are multiple different ways of using it depending on the culture. It includes inhalation, topical, ingestion, oral ingestion. Many of audiences here have autoimmune diseases. Given that I'm a rheumatologist, I'm going to recommend a conservative approach. The first approach is to put 4 or 5 drops of essential oil on a tissue and put it on your desk while you're sitting. I put it next to my computer and enjoy the subtle scent aroma. It doesn't really affect other people in my office. The second approach is what I use for folks with PTSD-related nightmares for their sleep. Use a cotton ball or paper towel, fold this nicely. Use 2 to 4 drops of lavender on it and pin it to the collar of your pajama around your neck, just like this, so that the essential oil doesn't directly touch your skin. Lastly, you could also dilute it in a carrier oil and use it topically like perfume around your neck or wrist. The essential oils are very concentrated. If you use them as is without dilution, it can create irritation on your skin. So whichever product you purchase, the bottle will have instruction on how to use and how to dilute. The product I'm currently using contains multiple ingredients, including frankincense and lemon, which is a cousin of orange in aromatherapy. It recommends 10 drops in 1 ounce of carrier oil, and you can simply use it just like perfumes around my neck and wrist. It depends on your preference and your current medical condition. If you have psoriasis, avoid the area with psoriasis. What can you use for carrier oil? Vegetable oils pressed from nuts or seeds such as olive, coconut, almond, jojoba oil can be used. How to source quality product? Unlike medications, essential oils are not rigorously regulated by FDA. It can be categorized as cosmetics, not drugs depending on how you market it. There are so many different companies. Try to choose organic products. Also read the label thoroughly and make sure it's not filled with preservatives or synthetic materials. In terms of how much to use, more is not necessarily better. Start with a low number of drops and see how you feel. Start with 1 to 2 hours exposure first, then go up to 6 to 8 hours as tolerated. Our goal here is to ease your stress at work by helping you connect with nature rather than negative emotions from other people. We want to cool down anxiety response in the amygdala, traumatic memory formation in the hippocampus by hitting that olfactory nerve that has direct connection to your limbic brain, the region that governs stress response. When we run in chronic stress hormone cortisol, inflammatory signaling molecule IL-6 gets secreted, creating inflammation in our body. There is a strong mind-body connection. Sense of smell might help you with work-related stress and also day-to-day stressors. It does help me, and I use it routinely. Some safety highlights here. Again, make sure you dilute essential oils if you're going to use it on your skin. For some citrus oils like orange or lemon, if you use them on your skin without dilution and are exposed to the sun immediately after, it can irritate your skin. So make sure you dilute them. If you have sensitive skin, you may want to avoid application of them before going out into the sun. Keep out of reach of children. Essential oil has been studied in the pediatric population. For example, one study studied lavender essential oil in pain in kids associated with blood draws, it had a positive effect. But don't let them drink it. I learned about aromatherapy from the University of Arizona Integrated Medicine Fellowship Program. Be aware that some essential oil have an effect on your estrogen hormone system. For pregnancy, some experts recommend reserving the use of essential oil for after the first trimester and limiting use of floral oils like lavender, chamomile, rose, citrus oils, orange, or frankincense. In case you're wondering for your kids, lavender, sweet orange, lemon, peppermint, and spearmint have been studied in children. For the scope of this talk, I recommend trying essential oil for yourself first. Do more studying before helping other people. There are so many different essential oils out there, it's a lot to learn to safely use them. The more I study, the more I feel like I find how connecting with nature helps us heal. We previously talked about benefits of earthing, lowering body pain, chronic inflammation, and we also talked about benefits of 70% vegetable diet, reducing inflammation. We don't exactly have the full picture on how phytoncide from plant aroma helps our immunity and improves our anxiety, stress level. From the Japanese study, the concentration of the stress hormone adrenaline was lower with essential oil. Relaxation and peace of mind do improve your immune system. I often see patients on more than 10 medications. Medications are highly concentrated forms of chemicals. Adding one more on top of 10 should be considered a big deal. If we eat healthy, exercise, and perhaps use essential oil here and there to optimize our health and stress level, you may be able to avoid your next medication. I do believe that when lifestyle modification combines with medications, it creates synergistic effect. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share this video with anyone that you think could find it helpful. Thank you.